Come back. Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hands up. Face the house. Lay on the ground with your hands out.
Stolen, and you're going to go to jail today for grand theft and motor vehicle. All right?
On April 8th, 2022, officers responded to a Ford dealership for a stolen vehicle. A young woman, unable to buy the car due to her credit, claimed her grandmother would co-sign. She took the car for a test drive, but never returned, and the phone number she provided mysteriously went out of service. But stick around. You'll see by the end of the video, this wasn't her first time pulling this stunt.
You got my car?
Yeah, we actually, you know who found it? The sheriff of the county found it.
Mr. Staley?
Yes, sir, he did. So tell me exactly what happened. Are you a customer here, or like what happened?
Okay. I'm the general sales manager.
Okay.
He's the sales manager. He's the salesman.
Nice to meet you guys.
She came in and she said she wanted to buy the car. She was going to look for the car. She wanted to buy a car. She couldn't have it done on her credit, so she was going to go show the car to her grandmother, get her grandmother.
I'm sorry, let me try to get this really quick because he's the guy with the car. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm talking to the manager right now. Okay, all right, sounds good. I'll let you know. Yeah, so, it's over at the Best Western right now.
Okay, so here's what she said. She said that she's going to take the car. Here, let me show you what I got.
Sure.
So I ran her license. Her license was valid.
Right.
She had 2 forms of insurance. One for Flagler County, which she was on with, I guess, her mother or her father or somebody, which she had it on her own with general insurance. Then she said, I said, well, this isn't full coverage, you can't take my car. No problem, I'll call my Progressive and get Progressive. I got full coverage for them with my husband who lives in Miami. No problem. Let me get that for you. So she came up with, she signed everything. She gave us a valid license. Her license was valid. These are her 2 forms of insurance she gave us. She signed a loaner car form stating that she does have insurance. She would bring it back. And then she would bring it back at 5 o'clock. Then when we call the cell phone number, it says customer not accepting call at this time.
So was she trying to purchase a car
She said she was trying to purchase a car, but then when she said she lived here with her grandmother. We went to the house, found out she doesn't live with her grandmother. Her mother lives there.
Right.
She's not allowed to visit her mother nor her grandmother. Then she sent him a text like 3 or 4 hours ago and says, I'll be back in an hour or 2. I'm in Deland visiting my grandmother.
And the reason why she had the car was because she planned on purchasing it, so you guys kind of were like, all right, here, take it for the day, feel it out, and, you know, if you want to buy, then you can keep it.
She was going to go get a signature. She was going to go pick up her grandmother to come back and purchase the car, but she never did.
How did she get up here in the first place?
She walked. She said she lives in Palm Coast. She's used to walking around.
Okay, but y'all let her hold the car with the intentions of her buying it?
Because we had all of her information.
And then obviously no forms of like payment have been transferred, so you guys are still the owners of the vehicle?
That's correct.
Okay. Whenever this happens, we can either tow it somewhere, or if you want, I can give you a ride, or I mean, you probably want to go for a ride on a different Ford than my Ford, but it's over at the Best Western. If you have a key, we can release the car back to you guys. Are y'all wanting to pursue charges against her? Or I don't know exactly how that works. I've never came across this. I would have to speak to a supervisor, because you know what I mean? Like, y'all entered a civil agreement stating that she had the intentions of purchasing the vehicle, and, you know, we have it now and whatnot. So I don't know how it works exactly with, you know, grand theft of a motor vehicle with this being like a car that she intended on buying. But I mean, here we are at 9 o'clock at night. So this right here is the agreement, right? At 5 o'clock, and then this is her signature?
That's her signature. And it's not an agreement to buy a car, it's just an agreement to, we loaned it to her. So she'd go pick up her grandmother and come back.
If there are charges to pursue, are you guys going to want to do that, or do you just want the vehicle back, or what? I don't know whose call that would be. I mean,
general manager, that'll be tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, we can do a follow-up. Can I get you to fill out a statement real quick? I know you guys are trying to go home.
Listen, man, this is my job. Thank you guys for finding the car.
Absolutely, I'll be right back.
While the officer obtained a statement from the dealership, which had decided to pursue charges against the woman, other officers searched the hotel where the vehicle was located in an effort to find her.
We're going to talk to you about the car out here.
I don't.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I'm bringing it to them in the morning when I spoke to them.
When did you speak to them?
Around 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? Who'd you talk to?
A person from Palm Coast Ford.
Is that the salesman or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're saying that they weren't able to get a hold of you at all.
Oh, I don't have my phone book. After,
Okay.
after 6 o'clock, yeah.
So how did you get a hold of you?
That was right when we were texting at 6 o'clock.
That's when you were texting at 6 o'clock? Okay. Do you have a number?
No, it's on my phone. I don't have my phone.
And you don't have your phone on you? Okay.
Did they tell you a time they're supposed to be having the vehicle back? They told us 5.
We spoke at 5, and then because my grandma was looking at the car, and I said I was going to bring it back. We were in DeLand.
Okay.
All right, can you step outside with us real quick?
Officers detained the woman until the lead investigator arrived, accompanied by employees from the dealership.
Was this after she was allowed to use the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is here at 4:50. What's Grandma thinking about the car? Likes it. 5 o'clock when it expired. Just want to know when she'd be back.
Is this the same number that she provided on that piece of paper?
Same one on that paper. Her credit application. Everything she's given us. I think at the very.
She was supposed to have the vehicle back by 5 o'clock, and then this is at 5:24 where it says, I'm at her house in DeLand, which is like over an hour away, correct?
Yeah, cross side of the county. She was only ever going to the C-section.
Were there any phone conversations between y'all?
Not.
Like you never called and like were able to be like, hey, you know, make sure the car's back by 5. I understand it was one of the stipulations.
Not since afterwards. I mean,
when was the last time that she replied?
last reply was 5:24.
Okay. Okay. Have you spoken to her at all?
Nah.
Okay.
I got nothing to say.
All right.
I can. I don't know what to do, but
No, I'm gonna talk to her.
okay.
So the car is obviously right here. We're gonna try to get the other key. Somebody's gonna go work on that, I believe. The corporal is gonna go try to work on getting the other key. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yep. Just sit tight. Hey, I'm Deputy Bergman. Okay, I work with the sheriff's office. You're Miss correct? All right. And Deputy Clay already read your rights. Okay. So what happened exactly? Do you want to speak to us without an attorney? Okay.
I have no problem speaking to you
What
guys.
happened
I
exactly?
can explain to you that. So I'm purchasing the car with my grandma. She's co-signing. I took the car to my grandma so she can see it. My mom cut my phone off.
Okay.
My mother and I.
Where's your grandma live at?
In DeLand.
In DeLand.
Yeah. So I took the car to see my grandma around 5:30, 6 o'clock. He
PM?
texted me.
Like
yeah,
tonight?
Yeah. He asked me, how's it going? How's your grandma liking it so far? She loved it, whatever. I was on my way back. I drove by the dealership. They looked completely closed, so I was going to go back.
Okay. Did you pull into the dealership at all?
No, I drove by.
So you drove by and it looked closed, so then you just kept going?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember that little piece of paper that you filled out? I have it with me, but it's one that signs where it says you can't drink in the car, you can't do drugs in the car, you got to stay within, you know, like our surrounding counties, and that there was also a stipulation that said you had to bring it back by 5 p.m.
Yes, and then I was texting him at that time, letting him know that I was in DeLand and I was on
Okay. So did anybody give you permission to keep it overnight and in the morning?
I don't have a phone to call.
Where's your phone?
My phone's completely disconnected.
Why?
My mother cut my phone off.
Do you know why?
Me and her are not speaking anymore. We're not good together.
When was the last time your phone was working?
Around 5 o'clock and then it completely cut off. My phone does, like if you call it now, you'll see it doesn't work.
If I turn my phone off and you call it, it's
No,
not
it's
going to work.
like T-Mobile. Like, it's like disconnected.
Okay. You're here right now with who?
With my boyfriend.
With your boyfriend. Does he have a phone?
Yes, I didn't know.
Okay. But did you make any attempts to try to let them know that, you know, I don't know what to do with the vehicle? Because as of right now, you know, it's obviously right here. You were doing business with him, you know him, and you're claiming that you asked him if it's okay and gave you permission to bring it back in the morning when he's denying that. And so is everybody at Ford. They have cameras there, so they would be able to see if you try to, you know, pull in the parking
No, I
lot,
didn't
jiggle
try to
on
pull
it.
in the car.
No, I understand, but I'm
Yeah.
saying if you made any type of attempt to return that vehicle,
Yeah.
okay? You didn't have any type of like emergencies or anything like that that you were, you know, not able to bring the vehicle back before then, because if you're in DeLand at 5:30 showing your grandma, it was supposed to be back by 5 p.m.
I drove there. When he texted me around 5, around then, I let him know that I would be on my way there. 'Cause
He said he sent to you, do you have an ETA? And that was after 5 o'clock
Yeah,
when you
my
were
phone
supposed to
was
bring
just
it back.
on.
No, you replied back at 5:34.
I didn't get the ETA. If I could pull up my phone, I would show you the message. I don't have my phone. Otherwise, I would show you the messages. I never got the ETA.
So the key to the vehicle is in the room, correct?
I can go get it for you if you guys like.
Well, we're gonna go grab it, and your phone's gonna be in there.
No, I don't have my phone at all.
Where is it?
My phone, I went to the T-Mobile store.
When? Between 6 o'clock and right now?
No. With my grandma, I went to the T-Mobile store, and they're unlocking my phone so I can get my phone reconnected.
Story's not making sense. At 5:30, you sent a text message saying that you're in DeLand, correct?
Yes.
And now you're saying you're with your grandma at a T-Mobile
I was
store?
at a T-Mobile store with my grandma.
At what time?
Unlocking my phone. This was before 5 o'clock.
So why would your phone need to be unlocked if you were still able to send text messages
Because
afterwards?
my phone was financed on my mom's account. So in order to get my phone unfinanced, in order for me to get my phone connected to another company or anything, it has to be unlocked.
Okay.
And my grandma knew my mom was getting off my phone.
Is it just you and your boyfriend in the room, like no kids, nothing like that? Okay. So, Palm Coast Ford is wanting to pursue charges against you. Okay, so tonight you're going to be placed under arrest for grand theft of a motor vehicle. You understand that?
Even if I get it back? Like, even if
It's
I
too
get it
late.
back?
It's too late. You're supposed to bring it back by 5 o'clock. They have made several attempts to try to make contact with you, and you have not done the same to them.
Can I speak with
Okay.
him?
Can you speak with who? It's not the man in charge. It's a different gentleman. You're more than, I can ask him if you'd like to speak to him. But what I'm going to have you do is you can put your vape down on the push bar, okay, and just turn around, put your hands behind your back, please. All right, come on over here. What was the room that you were staying in?
105.
Okay. Do you have any major property that you're going to want to grab?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yeah.
For what?
I have to just went through this.
Here, just come sit right here for right now. Grand theft?
Yeah.
Of what? A car?
Yeah, at CarMax, they messed up my paperwork, which I just got resolved 2 days ago.
So what do you mean?
Like, they reported the car stolen, which it was never stolen. They just didn't have the correct information on my paperwork, and I just got my lawyer. My lawyer just resolved that information for me.
Wait. Break it down for me again. What happened at CarMax?
So CarMax, I
Yeah.
went and purchased a car. They took the money out of my bank account and everything.
Okay.
They didn't put the correct VIN on my car, on my paperwork. So they marked me as purchasing a 2018 Hyundai Elantra, and I really purchased a 2020 Hyundai Elantra.
So why would that, why wouldn't they just be able to call you and say, hey, come back in and get your paperwork figured out?
I have no idea. My lawyer literally just dealt with that one. That's what I'm saying. If I can get this resolved.
Well, let's have a seat in the car for right now, okay? You have nothing on you that I need to know about?
No, I have
Okay, what I'm
nothing.
going to do is I'm going to pat you down with the back of my hands just for any weapons, okay?
No problem.
There's nothing in the back seat, okay? So if there's anything found back there, you're going to be charged. You have,
No, there's not.
you have
Yeah, I
no
don't have-
drugs, nothing like
I
that,
have
right?
nothing.
Okay. What was the name of the guy that's in the room? And that's room what?
105.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Do you want to speak to her? She would like to speak to you. You don't have to speak to her if you don't want to. She just wants to kind of have a conversation with you. But we're past the whole point. She's probably going to try to talk her way out of the handcuffs. But
It's not my call.
yeah, exactly. That's what I already said there. I said that you weren't the boss man. If you want to go on the right side, this window doesn't go down. Damn Fords, right?
Yeah, thanks. I tried calling. I texted you. You said you were coming back.
I was on my way back. My phone just.
Yeah, I know. But when did you come by? Because at 5:30 you said you were on your way.
I literally drove by
Well, yeah, we were closed at 8:15, but I was here.
This call came out before then. The call came out before 8:15.
I was with the deputy at the dealership at 8:15. I wish it was my call, but it's not my say. I'm just here to collect the car. I've just been hanging out, waiting for you. I can talk to him, but yeah, and it's all the more reason you could have just.
I know, I should have drove in.
The woman made every effort to talk her way out of the situation, but as she admitted, she had been charged with the same crime by another dealership just 9 days earlier. On March 30th, 2022, officers located a vehicle reported stolen by CarMax. The young woman had taken it for a 24-hour test drive on March 14th and never returned. With air support, officers tracked her and waited until she entered the vehicle.
Keep your hands up, walk back to the car.
Come back. Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hands up. Face the house. Back up to me. Back up to me. Back up to me.
Oh,
Stop. Get on the ground. Lay on the ground with your hands out.
yes, sir.
I got it. Just cover the house, I got her. Is there anybody else inside of the house?
Yeah, my mother.
What about in the car?
Nobody.
Alright, you can stand up. Walk down the inside of the car. Okay. Do you have anything on you? Any weapons or anything like that? No? Go ahead and face the car for me, please.
Yep. Front split. No. Hold the house.
Back's clear. Yeah, hold the house.
Hey, come out here for me, Andrea. I'll explain to you what's going on. Come out here. Come out here.
I'm sorry?
I have no clue what's going on.
What's that?
I have a daughter I'm supposed to go pick up from school.
Okay.
And go to CarMax. I'm confused on what's going on.
What do you gotta go to CarMax for?
I need to return the car. I already spoke to them today.
Okay, come out here for me. Lean your butt right here for me.
It's her boyfriend's car, supposedly.
Okay, well, it's stolen.
Oh
So put your butt right here for me. Okay? Who else is inside the house?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Just my cat.
Okay, so it's just you and your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God. So it doesn't belong to the guy who works at Tokyo?
Stolen. It's a stolen vehicle.
Does she know that? I mean,
I don't know. We just got it here.
she thinks it's her boyfriend's.
It's stolen. It's a
The
stolen vehicle.
dealership? It's stolen from a dealership?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Can I?
We'll talk to her in a
Do
second.
you know about
No, I have
this?
no idea what's going on. I just asked him the same thing.
Can you
What's
go
your
get
name?
him? He's at work right now. It's his car.
She's listed as a suspect in the stolen vehicle entry. So, whoever entered it listed her as the actual suspect for the stolen vehicle. Can you put her in? You have a marked unit, sir? Can you just?
Can I tell my husband? He's
Just a minute, okay? We just don't want you going in there, but one of it or two of us will accompany you, and then we'll let you make calls and all that, okay?
Okay.
We just need to make sure that there's no other suspects inside or whatever, okay? And we still got to get everything figured out, okay?
She just moved here too.
I don't know.
I mean, she was living with me, and then she moved in with.
What's
this
boyfriend's
guy.
name?
Phone number.
Okay.
I don't know his
We'll get that info, okay?
So she's going to jail.
Well, we don't know yet, but she's listed as a suspect in the vehicle stolen, so we need to
No other
investigate.
suspects?
Huh? No,
Is
she's
the
the only
man?
she's the only listed suspect there. So we got to investigate, and we'll go from there, okay? Are you okay if just two or three of us just accompany you inside? We'll make sure no one's in there. We'll get you your phone and everything. We'll let them know.
What's your name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin, turn around. Look at me. All right, if you have a nugget of weed, it becomes a felony.
I have nothing.
Okay, just listen to me. Once we get to the jail, it becomes a felony, all right? So if you have anything on you,
I have nothing.
nothing? All right. Did they already reach you? They already patted you down? All right, I'm going to have to pat you down again. Make sure. Go in the back of my car, all right?
I have absolutely nothing.
Nothing on you?
Nope.
How old are you?
24.
24?
Yes.
All right, turn. All right. Have a seat right there. Did I read you your Miranda rights?
No, I didn't know.
All right. I'm Corporal Mann. I'm with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney. Have him or her with you now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you.
That's fine.
If at any time you wish to stop talking, an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand each of these rights?
Yes, sir.
All right. And with these rights in mind, are you willing to speak to me?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your highest level of education?
I'm in college now.
You're in college? What are you in college for?
Nursing.
Nursing? All right. No, they're actually sergeants. You can see them right there. So whose vehicle is that?
My boyfriend's.
I'm sorry?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend? Who's your boyfriend?
Justin.
Justin what?
In this one.
What?
In this one. We went to CarMax. We co-signed on the car, and they told us to go.
Okay. Right. The vehicle has been reported stolen. So that's why we're...
I was going to CarMax actually right when I was leaving here.
Okay, so
Spoke to them there.
what did you...
They told me to go over there and talk to them.
Who did you talk to down there?
It was the corporate office.
So who did you talk to down there at CarMax then?
Chris.
Chris?
K-R-I-S.
K-R-I-S? A male, female?
A male.
A male?
Yeah.
And who was Chris?
He's the one I spoke to about going over there because I'm putting a down payment on the car.
So you haven't put anything down?
They told me to come and do it now, and that's where I was going.
When did you get the car?
The 15th.
You know what today is?
The 30th.
The 30th?
Yeah, they told me to come.
So they basically just took the car. You took the car on the 15th with no money down?
Yeah, I signed paperwork.
You signed paperwork?
Yes, sir.
And you haven't made any payments?
No, because they told me to come in today.
Does that sound...
And I was going on my way over there.
But does that sound... You're 24 years old?
Yes, 24. I have a daughter.
Huh?
I have a daughter.
You have a daughter?
I have a 2-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Not even 2 yet.
Have you ever bought a car before?
Yeah. In Miami, though.
Does that sound reasonable? That you're going to drive a car off the lot without putting anything down?
I gave them my card and my debit card information and my bank account information.
Okay. Did they...
They have all that.
But did they take any money out? I mean, people just can't take money out.
At my bank account, yes.
How much money did they take?
$3,000.
They took $3,000?
Yeah.
And you have... How much were you supposed to put down?
$3,000.
So what were you going down there today for?
To finish, we were going to get another car. I was going to get another car. Purchase another car from them as well.
So where's this,
Car
receipt? Yeah.
It's at home, not here.
Home's right here?
No, not this one.
How did you pay?
I gave them my banking information.
But you have no proof that you made the payment.
I have it. I can get it from the bank, on my bank statements.
All right, well, like I said, the vehicle's been entered stolen roughly 5 days ago.
Okay.
So they've been contacting you, trying to get the car back, and you've either neglected to call them back or just made an arrangement today after the vehicle's already been entered stolen.
Yeah, and I've been emailing them.
What have you been emailing?
They went to come in to do all the stuff.
You understand my confusion?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do. Trust me.
I mean, it just...
I absolutely do.
Where's your daughter at?
She's in Georgia. I'm supposed to go pick her up.
So mom knows where she's at?
Yeah, she just got picked up by her godparents.
By her godparents?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying you put $3,000 down, but you don't...
I can put it up on my bank. I have to go to the bank and get my bank statements.
Where's your bank?
Bank of America.
Bank of America? So did you do this through a credit card?
Through online, they ask for your account and routing number, and then it goes through Plaid. I don't know if you've heard of Plaid before. Yeah, went through that.
And when did you do that?
The 15th.
The 15th, so your money went through on the 15th?
Yes.
And what were you supposed to pay them?
Monthly? Or,
well, I mean,
the down payment,
so typically,
$3,000.
right? So typically, you had the vehicle for 15
Correct. I was supposed to pay
days.
$3,000. Yes.
Well, they're not going to enter a vehicle in stolen. We are not going to listen. We're not going to enter a vehicle stolen if you put $3,000 and then 15 days later, not even 15 days later, 10 days later, they're going to enter a vehicle stolen. We're not going to do that. That sounds like a civil matter. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
So the $3,000, are you sure that went through? Because
when I checked my bank account, it did.
Well,
I don't use my Bank of America.
Based off of what my experience, $3,000 through a Bank of America thing, it may show that, hey, this is attempting to go through, but I don't have $3,000 in this bank account.
Yeah, that I have $3,000 because that's my savings account.
What I'm saying though is typically that's what happens, or you cancel it and then you. Right. I don't know. Like I said, unfortunately, we have limited information. The vehicle's in and stolen, and you're going to go to jail today for grand theft of motor vehicle. All right. Yeah. You want to talk to mom?
I'll figure out how to get out myself.
Huh?
I'll figure out how to get out myself.
Well, do you want to talk to her? She wants to talk to you.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Hey, Mom. Mom. You just can't lean into the car, okay?
So they'll take this car away from here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to basically, what's going to happen is the tow company will come pick the vehicle up. We've already notified the company that entered in as stolen, so they'll be made aware of the location of the vehicle.
And so you don't know right at this point if she's going to jail or?
She's going to jail.
She's being charged with it?
Yeah, grand theft. You want me to shut this one off?
Do you want me to keep it for you or? Huh?
So listen, before you you're gonna have a bond on this. I don't know what your financial situation is.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be a big bond. I don't have that kind of money.
What's your criminal history like? No criminal history. So it's probably on the high end. It's gonna be $5,000 on the high end. 10% of that's be $500. You have to have somebody that's got some kind of collateral. So they either own a house, vehicle. I'll be honest with you. If you go to first appearance, the likelihood that the judge will lower your bond if you have no criminal history, like you say, and you're working, you're going to school, you're a productive member of society, and this is a paperwork issue, it's a mistake, you know, if it's something like that, the judge typically will show a little mercy and reduce your bond or possibly let you out on your own recognizance, where you won't have to pay any money. Possibly. I can't say. I'm not the judge. I'm just based off my experience and what I've seen. It's pretty cut and dry. It basically says that you took the car for basically a test drive. Just hear me out. You took the car for a test drive. You signed some paperwork that Daytona Beach confirmed that you're going to drive the car for 24 hours up to 150 miles. Does that sound accurate? Yeah, because like when you rent a car, you give them a credit card, and then if you do damages to the vehicle, your credit card's on the hook for it. I understand that because that's what you gave them. Well, I'm not going to play semantics with you. After reading the police report that Daytona Beach did, you took the vehicle based off the initial thing. I don't know what you did, emails and all that other stuff. All I have is the information provided by the Daytona Beach Police Department's report. You took the vehicle on a 24-hour test drive. Is that accurate? That's not accurate. When did you sign that paperwork? You took the car on the 14th.
15th.
The 14th.
What was it, 14th?
The 14th at 9 or at 7:28.
Justin didn't put any info down at the dealership, right?
No, yes he did.
Because they only have you listed in
His name should be on there too.
That's where we're at. So if you, whatever documentation you have, unfortunately, like I told you before, all I can go off of, we didn't do the investigation down there. We just basically found the car. It's entered as stolen. Based off of his report, you went in there, did a 24-hour test drive. You typically what happens is, and I've bought multiple cars.
Can I fight this though with like all the documentation that I have?
So that's what courts are for, and I can't give you legal advice, but you know. So at this point, you're going to go to our jail. You'll be booked in for grand theft. That's going to be the only charge I think that we have. It's just the grand theft of the motor vehicle.
Is good? Yeah.
Grand theft of the motor vehicle. You'll have a bond tonight after they process you. It's your call what you want to do from there. You'll see the judge in the morning, roughly 9 o'clock. The judge could either raise your bond or lower your bond. Typically in a situation like you're in right now, they typically lower it.
Typically they lower or just release you
Right.
with a promise to appear in court. Right.
Okay.
It's the ones that have a lengthy history that they try to keep in there.
Okay.
So typically if you want to save bond money, you can wait to see what the judge does until the morning.
Okay.
Someone in your case, if you don't have any criminal history, I rarely ever see them raise it. They usually lower it or just release with a promise to appear in court.
Okay.
Yeah. Like all of your paperwork and whatever documentation you have, yes, I mean that's what court's for. Okay? But
if you have emails
like
and
Corporal's
stuff
saying,
like that.
all we go on, what are your emails with Because they're saying they sent you a demand letter to return the vehicle.
Never received it.
Well, whether you received it or not,
See,
I
this
mean,
is, so,
this is
hold
the
on a
address
second.
listed.
Yes, this is where I'm trying to get you to understand. You keep telling me this is what you have on your license, but you live somewhere else. So typically,
But what they have is it's on my license.
Which is here.
right?
Yeah, but I get all my
I actually took her to go get her license. I forget.
But did they send you a demand letter to return the vehicle?
No, not unless it's in my mail right now. But
She hasn't
no.
They usually have to do that before they report it, I
Yeah.
would think.
I
Because
haven't gotten
But I
anything.
have emails and stuff with the portrait office and everything.
that say what?
That's
You
you're
just
dealing
moved
with.
out of here just.
You're talking about
what are the
corporate-
emails saying?
Saying that I'm fine, that I was going to go in today.
You were gonna go in today?
Yeah,
To what?
to finish everything else.
I thought you told me that
At
you were
what
going to buy
time?
another car.
Yeah, on your birthday.
You're gonna buy a different car?
No, another car.
Second car. What time were you gonna go in there today?
I was just leaving.
To go there?
Yes, I was going to drop things off to my
Make contact with the RP.
How are you-
215.
How are you going to drive two cars?
I need a civil.
So you're gonna go buy a second car but not bring your boyfriend with you?
No, because I'm working.
So they're saying that she went there, she checked out the vehicle, and then never returned it, and they've sent her return. You need to return this car, and they went unanswered. They sent letters demanding that she return the vehicle that went unanswered. Is what the Daytona Beach report says.
Good job.
So any stuff that she has, I mean, I know that she's saying that she has emails saying that she was going to go in there today to sign everything and stuff like that, but it doesn't work where you can get it for 10 days, and then you decide to go in and finish all
Where do
your
you live
paperwork.
out in Elder? Then?
You know,
Just
so
the two of you?
They have a process. They waited.
We're at in Elder.
Middle nowhere.
Court.
I know-
Well, no, it was entered the 25th.
Yeah, it's in
So
your
they
package.
waited. They actually waited 10 days to report it stolen. That she had it because they had to send.
Huh?
They had to send the letters out.
You got
and
any other
everything
questions?
else.
Yeah.
So
they
they-
didn't send it here.
So they waited a full 10 days to report it stolen because it just got entered on the 25th. So 5 days ago. Okay.
All right.
And they'll let her get phone numbers and call you and stuff. From
Yeah,
there.
I
Okay, it'll
gave
probably be
her
like a
shifts,
collect call or
I mean,
something.
she just doesn't have it memorized.
Okay.
But he read it.
Okay, it'll probably be a collect call.
All right, you don't have any other questions, and we're all the one up. All right.
Is there anything from CarMax?
24-hour test drive.
Oh, we'll take that.
You have it?
This is a 24-hour test drive that she signed. And she said his name's on some of the stuff, but I don't see his name anywhere. Yeah, I don't see anything with his name on it.
She has had a problem with the truth for quite a while.
With what?
So, the truth.
Yeah,
And I,
almost. Yeah. How old is she?
She'll be 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 2-year-old, she,
Where's the child?
I believe with her godparents, what she told me.
Oh, his second vehicle was a BMW? These are two different cars.
Well, are they different dates?
Yeah, one's the 13th, one's the 14th.
Because he must have the BMW. I wonder if that's been stolen too.
Yeah. But they're both in her name. They're both in her name.
Because it's anywhere,
Yeah.
it'd be there. But I thought she was picking
that
him up
tag.
from.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll get him too.
But it has the same plate number on both. That's weird. Oh, so she checked out the BMW on the 13th,
Brought it
returned
back.
that, and then checked out this on the 14th.
Trying to get some credibility. There.
Didn't like the BMW.
I'm not seeing anything else other than that.
Okay.
That should be good enough.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can.
Anything in there's a
Yeah, just you can go ahead and just take this stuff out of it.
This is the keys to the car.
Yeah, leave those there. So on the 13th, she signed out a BMW, same plate number.
Yeah.
On the 14th,
That's the one. 14th
on the
and 17th.
14th, same plate, but she signed this out on the 14th. Yeah.
so she probably
That's
did
the one that they.
So she didn't like the BMW.
She did one and went back and went, I'm not really liking it. What else you got? And then
Evidence,
just
you
didn't
think?
return it.
Yeah.
Or I'll throw it in evidence. What do you?
At least that one.
I'd take both. Ask her about the BMW one.
She was charged with grand theft for both incidents and was sentenced to 36 months of probation. Conditions included reporting to a probation officer, paying supervision fees, completing 50 hours of community service, and abiding by a curfew. However, Her probation was terminated early in March 2024, with all outstanding fees